the peoples. I sat down, I got my water. Okay, now I'm back. Now I'm back. Almost. Now I'm officially back. Hey, it was that Funky Pookie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Mona. Mona 1986, welcome in. Okay, everyone, we are here. I think I'm good to go. Let's get everything started tonight. Let's grab me some note paper so I can take notes. And let's get it all set up. Look, welcome everybody that's coming in right now. Hey, it is, if you guys are new here, my name is Ladero Wharf. I am with the Notary Know How Georgia. And I love creating a space where me and my notary buddies can get together and chit chat and learn and talk about all the things in our notary business and to help each other grow. That's exactly why I do this. I enjoy doing this. And look, if you're a notary that's been in for a while, welcome. If you're a brand new notary, welcome. If you are considering or you have no idea what a notary is, guess what? You're welcome as well, because this is the place to be. Y'all, we gonna talk about notary stuff tonight. As always, drop your questions. Let me know if you have specific things you want me to cover. Let me know. Like I said, drop your questions. We'll talk about it all. But welcome everyone that's coming into the room. Tonight, I only have one topic to talk about. One topic specifically that I wanted to bring up. And that's gonna be, just we brushed on it yesterday, but we never finished it. And that's just feeling not ready, right? Feeling not ready, not prepared. That's what we're gonna talk about as the main topic. So tonight's gonna be more of a let's do some Q&A and get it out there. And awesome. Hey, Miss Tracy, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I see Miss Tracy, you are new notary, welcome, and you're in New York, yes. Hey, Miss Tracy, I'm gonna give you a tip, a secret. Make sure that you link up, you connect with some local notaries out there in your area. I know New York, you guys have like the 5 boroughs and upstate and all that kind of stuff. I'm not too much familiar with that, but New York, just like Georgia, can be one of those difficult states. So like definitely linking up with somebody else in your area can help you stay motivated and help you keep going. So welcome. I appreciate the like, Miss Mona. We got 2 Monas in here tonight. So I appreciate that. Hey, Robin, how's it going? Miss Darlene, how's it going? Sonia, welcome. Let's see. Miss Isabel, welcome. Hey, Candy, how's it going? New notary here. Gotcha. Butterfly, phlebotomy. Hey, how's it going? Miss Tammy, Miss Tina. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. I am Lonk, something at Puerto Rico. Hey, how's it going? I'm saying hi to you too. So yeah, I know a lot of people hopped on earlier, but I'm just getting caught up to say hi. I did see that we had a new notary in Georgia. Was that Sonia? Is that you? Are you a new notary in Georgia, or are you just like new and you're tuning in and you're from Georgia? Like, let me know. Because again, I'm excited, especially if you're in Georgia. If I didn't say it to you guys, I am a Georgia notary myself. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I have a limit on the type of music I can play before TikTok gets mad, right? So I am a Georgia notary myself. So if you guys are Georgia notaries, welcome in. You know what? I got you. Miss Sonia, you are a new notary in Georgia. Hey, if it's not too much, let me know where you are. I'm over in Gwinnett County, specifically in Suwannee area. So yeah, maybe we can connect and link up in person, right? And let me know if you need help. That's what I'm here for. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Alrighty, you guys. So welcome in. Let's see, Facebook is going. We don't look like we have any glitches right now. It looks like they can hear me. I can see subtitles going, so we're good. YouTube, I see it on there, but I can't see who you are. I gotta figure that out. I'll figure that out. That's what I'm gonna work on this weekend. But let's make sure I got everything on. And I was trying to push my mic back to give myself a little bit extra space. Because look, as we chat tonight, y'all gonna have to ask me questions. We gonna do it that way, because I'm also, I know it's probably kind of rude, so y'all gotta excuse me, but I got notary appointments tomorrow that I'm going to be getting for as we talk, right? Because sometimes we tend to go long, and so I'm going to be sitting here prepping these documents as you guys drop your questions so we can get stuff answered for you. But as I said, I had one main topic to talk about, and it's just the fear, right? The fear of getting started, the fear of getting out there, the fear of getting going. You got your stamp, right? Oh, Miss Sonia, you're in Snellville. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm in Suwanee. I'm not too far from you. I'm on the Lawrenceville, Suwanee border side. I was in Lawrenceville for the last couple of years, and I just moved one city over. So I service Snellville quite a bit. So yeah, we gonna eventually run into each other if we don't like do lunch or something together. Which reminds me, Georgia Notary Buddies. It was brought up a couple weeks ago that you guys want me to do another spring social. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. This year will be the third spring social in a year where me and my Georgia Notary buddies get together. We learn, we chat, we have fun, we eat. Because I made sure the first one wasn't catered because we did it in my office and it was very small. But then we rented out a different office for a real estate business that we were in, and that one was fun. We had a we had a cool turnout. We had some good food. So Georgia Notary buddies, I'm thinking about doing another one, but it's not going to be until spring. So around March, I'm just throwing it out there now. The date's going to be floating until we lock it in. I'm not reserving a building this time. I have no offices. We gave up all my offices. We have no offices, but I'm thinking about doing it over at Bahama Breeze in Duluth. That way we can just all get together. There's a big menu. I don't have to take catering orders, right? And this time is going to be more of a get together and eat and just chill and network kind of a deal. But if y'all want me to train on something, I got you. Because normally I bring in outside trainers. We talk about things that they are very proficient in. And so like this last year, we had good people. We had four trainers, including myself, right? It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's just a quick announcement for my Georgia Notary buddies. Of course, we can talk more about that in the free notary community. So we'll find out. We'll figure that out. Let me see what questions we got. Real quick. Let's see. User and a bunch of numbers. How can you make such a big deal out of being a notary? Hey, because that's what I do. That's literally how I pay my bills. If you want to, I mean, it just says user, so I don't know who I'm talking to. But seriously, let's say, how can I make such a big deal out of being a notary? First of all, we as notaries, we are public officers. We are officers of the law or of the public, right? We're public servants. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, we are public servants. Guess what? Notary is one of the oldest professions in this country, right? I mean, it existed before this country was even established. That's why I can make such a big deal about being a notary. And that's another thing. A lot of people think, oh, a notary is only at your bank, or, I can go to the courthouse, or I can go to UPS or FedEx. Yes, notaries are there, right? But guess what? These places, that's secondary, right? If you go to FedEx or UPS, their primary thing is shipping packages. And they may have notaries on staff, which is secondary. If you go to your bank and get a document notarized, guess what? That's a bank. That's a financial institution. They're about making money off of your money. If there's a notary on staff, again, that's secondary, right? So for so long in this country, and we've been brainwashed to believe that notaries are only secondary, when guess what? Being a notary can be primary. We don't have to keep being subservient and being secondary, right? We can be a primary. And so that's what I've done. Many, many other notaries out there have done it. The path is not easy. I ain't gonna never lie to you. Like I said, I'll tell you a story, but I will not tell you a lie. The path is not easy, especially out here in Georgia. It ain't. Let's see, who is that? Miss T Mac, I see you just requested to join the notary community. I'll make sure I get you in there. Let me actually pull that screen up and refresh so I can start adding people as I see them. But yeah, anyway, that's how I can make a big deal about being a notary. Are there notaries out there that make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month? They say they do. And I know that once upon a time they could, right? Because of the whole 2020 thing. But as of right now, me in the state of Georgia, being a notary, I go out, I service my clients. I specialize in two things. Something that that is termed bedside signings. This is where I go and meet my clients who can't leave, who are bedbound, who are in a hospital, who are in hospice care, right? They still have important documents they need to get notarized, end of life documents, right? Who's gonna be making their medical decisions? Who's gonna be making their financial decisions when they no longer can do that? That's why I make a big deal about being a notary, right? That's why I do that. It brings me joy. I love it. So, yep. And then the other thing I do is estate planning, right? I work with attorneys. I literally got something scheduled for tomorrow from an attorney directly where I work with their clients because y'all, attorneys can serve clients remotely. As long as they are licensed or whatever it's called to operate in that state, they can service their clients remotely. And so when they're remote, guess what? In the state of Georgia, they still need a physical person, that's me, right? They still need a notary to physically go and meet someone. That's when I get called. And the tune of those phone calls range anywhere from 150 for an hour or 125. Let me be on fair with you. 125 for an hour up to the other one that I got a call earlier today, which was a referral, 250 for an hour of my time. That's why I make a big deal about being a notary. Anyway, let's keep on going. Sorry, that took a little bit of time, but I think that was important to say. Yep, Miss Butterfly Phlebotomy. I think that's how you say it. I see. I know you're out in Texas. Thank you for tuning in from Texas. But yeah, user so and so. I hope that works for you. Hey, Artisha, my girl, I sent you a message. Do you want to go live with me tomorrow and talk about field inspections? Miss Sonia, I see you requested to join the community. I will make sure I get you in. When I take my water break. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and get caught up on these. Hey, Miss Patricia, how's it going? And Miss Angela, Nicole, please, me as well, in Swanee. Hey, who is that? Oh, I think there's One Black Cutie. We talked before. Welcome back. Look, One Black Cutie, if you have not joined the free Notary Buddy community, go ahead and tap this little logo in the top. Oh, thanks for the heart. The big old thing that just appeared on the screen. Tap my icon, my whatever you call it, in the top left of the screen. Go to my linked, my profile, right? It's going to bring up something that looks like a link tree. And go ahead and click on the second button on there, right? Second button. That's the invite to the Notary community. Make sure you answer the questions. Make sure you let me know you're in Georgia, and I will put you in a closed Georgia group that's inside the bigger community, right? So yeah, we can talk, we can network, and yeah, if you want to be invited to that social, or if you just want to, meet up and go get coffee and whatnot, cool. Let me know. I'll make sure you're in. I'll make sure you are in. Hey, Miss Angela from Tennessee. Look, I always have to say that because I know quite a few Angelas, right? Miss Angela out in Tennessee. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate all the love. Good evening, Miss Patricia. Good evening. Let's see. I see you over there on Facebook, Miss Tamika. Miss Tamika, I think that's Tamika, right? Because we're under your business name. Were you looking for someone to assist with an apostille in Gainesville? Let me know if that was you, because I know there's quite a few Tamikas apparently in the Georgia group, notary groups that I'm Facebook groups. Let me know if that was you, and if you got it resolved, cool. Because either I can handle it for you, or I can recommend someone else. Because I am right by the freeway. It takes me about 20 minutes, depends on which part of Gainesville it is. It takes me about 20-25 minutes to get over there. Hey, Miss Trey, how's it going? Savory, is that how I say it? Savory? Welcome, Miss Savory. Tunky, welcome. Audrey, welcome. If you plan it in advance, I would love to attend. Hey, Miss Angela, look, I ain't gonna have you come all the way out here. If you want to, that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna have you come all the way out here in Georgia in person. But hey, look, like I said, when I'm on my way to Tennessee next, I will let you know. I know that I'm the path where you are, and the path that I go is kind of like off, but I can always do a 90-degree, and we can meet in the middle somewhere. Because I'm always heading up to McMinnville. So you can tell me how far that is from you, but I'm always heading up that, not always. I head up there, right? When I head up there next, once it's not cold anymore, we can definitely meet up as well. But if you want to come down, drive to Georgia, because McMinnville is only 2.5, 3 hour drive for me. So, great professional answer. Of course, that's how I do it, Miss Fungi. Is it fungi or fungi? Fungi Pookie? I don't know. I just want to make sure I say it right. Hey, Crystal, how's it going? Miss Dorothy, welcome. Y'all, look, there's a lot of welcomes on here. Oh, look, my notary. They call each other notary besties. I ain't one of the besties, but I'm calling myself one of y'all notary besties, right? How's it going? She's on tonight as well. There's a lot of y'all. Notaries have been around since Roman times. Yep, it's true. It is true. It's changing, but it's worth being the primary. Absolutely, Michael. That's why I say, look, I'm a primary. I know a lot of other notaries are fungi pookie. Okay, so fungi. I was saying it the right way. Perfect. Yep, I know. I worked at title company. I was a work notary and didn't even know the hell I was a work notary. They just said, hey, here's some stuff. I need you to witness these people signing. I'm like, okay, right? I had no idea. The test was so easy. It literally was just let me open a study guide in one tab and take the test in another tab. So I passed on my first try. And I was just a work notary. I would love to meet up for sure. Okay, cool, Miss Angela. I got you. I got you. I'll make sure I let you know when I'm coming up there. I did see your message, Miss Angela, directly on TikTok. So yeah, to answer, like, I'm happy to look at everything on your Google business profile with you. Let's do a session together. It's just sometimes it takes time. And right now we're in our slow season. So it may just take some time, right? It'll just take some time to get some phone calls. But hey, if you did everything I recommended, we should probably be good to go. There's probably a few things that we can tweak and add to it. Miss Tiff's Hangout says, hi. I'm here in Atlanta area, Conyers, Stockbridge. Oh, hey, how's it going? Look, Miss Tips, I got a few of my notary buddies out in Conyers as well. Definitely to connect you with them. I mean, you connect with me too. So, Miss Tips, look, you're in Georgia. Make sure you join anybody. It's open to all notaries, but especially if you're in Georgia, make sure you click on my profile and go to the link in my bio. Click on the second button. There you will find the free notary community invite. Join it. Just make sure you tell me you're in Georgia and I'll make sure I get you in. Michael, I see you. I'll make sure I get you in the community. Cool, Miss Tiff, got you. And definitely don't miss our hangout whenever we do it, because I'm thinking about doing another spring social for my Georgia notary buddies. This will be the third one, so 3 years in a row. So we'll have fun. Okay, let me sip some water. And as I do that, let me let people in. What questions y'all got? What questions y'all got? Like I said, today, all I'm going to be talking about, my main topic is just, like being ready and feeling you're not ready. That's more so what it is. Getting ready to get ready to get ready to get ready, right? I keep seeing that way too much right now. Look, I said I was going to let y'all in, but I can't even see my screen. I have too many cameras in the way. Miss T-Mac, I'll make sure I get you in there. Who is that? Miss Sonia, I'll make sure I get you in there. And Michael, Mr. Michael Sr., Mike Sr. Oh, never mind. I see it. Your email. Sometimes you guys answer the questions. It takes a while for it to connect over to me, but your email tells me that you are a Georgia notary. So I'll make sure I put you in the Georgia notary group, Mr. Michael. Cool. So let's get started. We'll do. Hey, Miss Keems, or no, not Miss. That's Mr. Keems. Yeah, hey Keems, how's it going? I think you're over in New York, right, Mr. Keems? Cool. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. So when we are talking about our feeling, let's say we're feeling that we are not ready, right? We're not ready. Look, as we talk, I'm gonna prep these documents because I got an appointment tomorrow, right? So we gonna multitask because y'all know we sometimes go late, and by the time we get off here, I like to eat and go straight to bed, which is probably not the healthiest. But I might skip dinner this time because I ate right before I got on. But so I might eat and go to bed. And I'd rather not have to wake up in the morning and start prepping documents. But yeah, so when we look at not feeling ready for being a notary, right? Let's see, let's answer this question first. Miss Dre Morrow, what days do you normally go live? I'm here Monday through Friday, approximately 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Also, just because things are in the air and it doesn't matter to me whether which way it goes, TikTok goes away, TikTok stays, I will be doing 2 special lives this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday. And y'all, I guess I should make this announcement. Look, I have 3 people lined up. I just need to confirm with them. Hey, Miss Tiffany, I see that you requested. I'll make sure I get you in the community. I have, because a while back you guys were asking questions about insurance, right? And so y'all know I couldn't answer them. I could not answer them. When someone was asking about, hey, if I put advertising on my car, what kind of insurance do I need? I don't know. That ain't my ministries. I don't know. So I'm bringing somebody on who can talk about it, right? Somebody who is more competent than myself that can talk about it. I'm also bringing on your girl Artisha. A lot of y'all may know her. She talks about field inspection, so I'm going to have her on, and we're going to do a little back and forth interview style for those of you guys who are interested in field inspections. I know I always preach notary and apostille. That's my bread and butter. So I try to stay in my lane. I have experienced these other things, but I want people who are actively doing it to come on and talk to y'all about it. And then I have another notary buddy of mine who's out in North Carolina. I'll see if I can get her on this weekend as well. So that'll be like those extra days, right? We're going to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to have a guest speaker each of those days. I told them, hey, these are days whoever picks their slot first, that's who gets slotted in, right? And so my North Carolina notary buddy, she works with attorneys a lot, and she focuses on estate planning attorneys, and she is further than I am in that game, right? And so I want to have her come on, and so we can back and forth, like share ideas, and hopefully that picks you guys pick up some gems as well to start marketing your business. So I just want to make sure that most of the time, yeah, y'all gonna see me and my face, but I also want to bring on other people because that is extremely valuable as well. Oh, somebody, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Somebody attended a seminar? Ooh, woo, woo. Let me go back. I followed your advice and attended a will and trust seminar. Learned a lot. Ooh. Miss Angela, did you see that post in not Facebook, in the community? Did you see that one? I had to post it last night. I'm like, look, I'm waiting. I'm taking too long. I wanted to, side note on that, I want to like just pull up my iPad and like show y'all exactly how I do it on this live. But I realized like in a couple nights, I've just been scrolling while we've been on here in my downtime, and I don't see the ads. The things that I was talking about in the telling you about in the community, Miss Angela, I don't see those ads. I think that obviously because you can time the ads on when you want them to run, I think those attorneys like turn them off after like closing hours because like right now, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, I don't see them. But first thing in the morning, I'm on Facebook and I'm scrolling. I see nothing but estate planning seminars. I literally kid you guys not, in the training, in the community, when I go ahead and release it, I'm just gonna literally show you the screenshots. I take screenshots. And I just like, I even sometimes I turn my camera on screen record or my phone on screen record, and I just scroll, like screenshot, scroll, screenshot, and I put them all in a folder, and I use it later to go ahead and do research. Hey, Anaya, hey, that's my niece's name. Anaya, I see that you requested to join the community. I'll make sure I get you in there. I'll make sure I get you in there. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah. So okay, you guys are talking back and forth to each other. I did it on Eventbrite, and one of my directs is how I met them that way. Oh, that's a good idea, Michael. I keep forgetting about Eventbrite. Look, y'all, look, when we talk, y'all think I'm joking. I take notes too. I take notes too about things we talk about. I need to write it in blue so I remember it. Blue pen, not my black pen. Black pens are for me to my to-dos. So community centers, that's the one we talked about yesterday for marketing. And let's also look at, what was it called again? Eventbrite. So if some of y'all know what we're talking about, like finding your attorney clientels, and just because the whole point about it, dang, I'm going off topic. But look, the whole point, if you want to meet your clients and you don't know like how to get them or how to talk to them, just go find out where they hang out, right? And then just show up where they hang out. Because guess what? Y'all gonna be in a closed room together. They can't get away and you can't get away. So you can, right? That sounds like a murder mystery or something. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that word, but it sounds like some kind of whatever. But you can meet them that way, right? You can talk to them. You can hold them hostage. Don't be weird about it though, right? And you can, talk about them, talk about their business. And as you're talking to them about their business, listen for cues where you can insert your business as a solution to what they're talking about. So that was a good idea, Michael. I forget about Eventbrite for finding my ideal clientele. I'm lazy. I just use Facebook. And because Facebook is rare that they have an in-person event, but they always have in live, like we're doing right now, lives. We call them Zoom calls, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do it for estate planning attorneys. That's how I market to them. That's the beginning phases of marketing to them, right? And with that, they always have an event. I either attend their event in person, which is rare, or I will attend it online, and then I just get in their ecosystem, right? Because then I get their email address, I get their newsletters, I get all their stuff, and I'm like, oh, you see that thing right there? I can help with that, right? That's how I do it. That's how I like weasel my little way in there. Let me finish this note. Estate planning, marketing. And y'all, it work for other people in other market as well. Other niches. It's not just estate, it's not just attorneys. You want to work, you want to get your foot in at the at a medical facility or a hospital or something like that. Show up where they go. They have events they go to, right? There's hospital or medical conferences. You probably can't get in those as easily, but if something's like a meetup or something on Facebook or on Eventbrite, just go show up because your clientele gonna be there, right? And one that I found that is beneficial is may not be the hospital specifically, but it's I thought about this the other day. I actually have a flyer in my bag. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Ugh, my dogs are in the way. Yep. Back up. Back up, Fat Dog. Um, there are nurses that train other nurses. I think I have her flyer in here still. I sure do. Look, that's how y'all know I'm not lying, because I go out and I participate in these things. But there are nurses, if y'all are here in Georgia, Hillendale. I did some work for her son a while back, and I'm like, oh, because every time I go do a notary appointment, I'm nosy. I ask everybody what they do for work, everybody, and I found out that his mom trains nurses, right? So I go, like, you can go to events like this, right? You can go to events like this. And so I was like, hey, you know what? I'm in and out of medical facilities all the time. I notarize for quite a few people. And if I hear somebody that said, hey, I'm interested in nursing and I want to, learn a little bit more about it, I was like, oh yeah, give me some of your brochures, right? And I will hand them out to people that I'm going to, because like I told y'all, I'm nosy. I ask about everything. And I always caveat with is like, you can tell me it's none of my business, but I just like to get to know my clients a little bit better. That's how I say it. And they tell me everything. Michael, that was your fault. You brought that up and got me off track. But let me put this back in my bag, because if I come across somebody that needs them, I got them in my bag. I always hand out my clients business cards. I ask them for business cards, because guess what? If you ask them for their business cards, they're going to ask you for yours, right? They're going to ask you for yours. I give them to them anyway. But if you ask for theirs, like, oh, cool, I may run into somebody that needs your services. Do you have a couple business cards or flyers that I can take with me? And as soon as you give them to them, they automatically say, hey, can I get some more of your business cards? Or if you've got to give yours, they'll say, hey, can you give me some of yours? It's a amazing tactic that I use. My bag is, I have more of their business cards in my bag than I have my own business cards. I kid you not. So that was a topic that we ran off on. Let's see. I went to an event today and I found on Eventbrite 2 was a title company. Yes, Corey. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. I'm glad y'all taking action. I am glad you guys are taking action, because I'll say this stuff and people just ignore me. Then they wonder why they don't have business. And I'm not saying do this and you're gonna have business tomorrow, right? This can take time, right? This can take time, but it's building that trust, that bridge, building trust, letting them see your face often, whether that's in person or whether that's an email, right? My face is slapped on everything. If y'all see any of my marketing, y'all know not a piece of marketing leaves my house without my face on it. So I just want people to remember me and my face. Laugh Out Loud, my client tonight was like that scary. Oh, they were holding you hostage? Look, I'd be quick. If I gotta go and the client is holding me hostage and it's a reverse situation, I don't care what time it is. It can be 10 o'clock at night. It was like, you know what? I have one more appointment and they are waiting on me. They were a last minute appointment and I told them I would get to them as soon as we're done here. So you know what? I don't want to keep them up too late. I don't want to keep them up too late. I can barely see at night, so I need to hurry up and go and get to them so I can get home safely. You want me to be safe, right? Because I'm your number one notary. I get the hell up out of there, right? Something like that. I was thinking about following up and entering myself and volunteering to be a witness notary. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Miss Angela, I know I'm gonna get to it in the community, but one thing that I did was that exact thing. I didn't particularly volunteer to be a witness, but you can, because they need them, right? They do need them. But I just straight up said, hey, this is how I can help you as a notary. And it was part of my email script that I showed you guys how to do it for assisted living facilities, but I just follow those same tactics for estate planning attorneys, right? And one day I will just open up my chat GPT and just show y'all the length of conversation I have with it. Because what I released in there, that's like the baby stages, but I have to get you at a starting point, right? I'm going to keep on going and adding to it, because that course that I released, that's free in the community, y'all, under the learning tab for the email marketing, I literally have like 6 more modules. All I have to do is just turn them on, but I want to make sure that I have it like in there, and because I need y'all to take the steps, right? Little step by little step. But when I have a conversation with ChatGPT, I'm like, hey, I need you to, these are my particular clientele. What problems do you believe that they have? And it'll give me some ideas. I'm like, I don't think like 3 through 7 are good, but all the rest are bad. Let's try again. What problems do you think they have? Okay, cool. Then we just keep on having a conversation back and forth. Okay, let's do one at a time. Okay, problem number 1. How could my company as a mobile notary service them? How can I be the solution to their problem? It'll tell me what the answer is. If I like it, I'll copy it and put it in like a Google Docs or something, so I have it for later. And then number two, then number three, then number four. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Now let's take number one, and I need you to craft me a message specifically for estate planning attorneys based on these three problems that you told me that they have. And once you start working with them, you'll know their problems, right? And a side note, a lot of them in the very beginning, they suck at organization. They really do. They ask me how I know. They don't have the right systems in place. You don't have to be a system person, but if you're organized and you're a notary, think loan signings, right? Obviously the title, not title company, but title companies do it as well. But the signing services, if you work with them, they like to, be the back and forth, the intermediary, talking to this, talking to that, talking to you, talking to title, right? If you can act as that intermediary sometimes with your clients, and especially these solo estate planning practitioners, you in, because they need that help. Again, they're solo. They don't have an assistant. I ain't saying act as assistant. And I got yelled at today for not charging appropriately because one of the attorneys I work with, I'm not charging her appropriately because she's having me do assistant type stuff, right? But I'm in. Oh, did y'all hear that? I'm in, right? And so that was a referral from one of my friends out here in Georgia, and that bad boy is, those invoices keep being in the 220 range, 220, 230 range. I'm like, okay, what you need me to do? It's an hour of my time. I got you. I'm communicating with the client. I'm making, I'm printing documents. I don't care. I'll do it. They 10 minutes away from my house. I'll do it. I'll take care of them. Anyway, so that was a long tangent as well. Hopefully I answered all the questions that came through about that, but let's look and see. There's a ton of them that attorneys have. I think I'm missing the first part of your question, Miss Angela. Let me go back up. Facebook search, they have all, okay, yep. They have them all the time. That is correct. So Miss Angela is saying attorneys do these events all the time, y'all. We just don't know about them, but they hustling and trying to get clients all the time. Because that's one thing I can tell y'all this real quick. I started initially college to be a paralegal. After I started reading cases, I was like, this ain't for me. So I went into business management instead. But anyway, one thing that I can tell y'all, talking to a bunch of attorneys, having attorney friends, law school does not teach you how to market. Essentially, they teach, obviously go over boring law stuff, right? They teach you how not to go to jail. They teach you how to speak in ambiguities, right? That kind of stuff. They teach you how not to get your firm sued. They don't teach you how to build a business. And that's the other thing. We are struggling trying to figure this out together as a notary community. But guess what? We're building a business. Y'all may not think that these skills are good enough because they may seem like attorneys. We may feel they're smarter than us, but they don't have the business building skills that we do right now. Because while they're in school for 8 years, we're out here growing a business immediately. We didn't go to college and come out as a notary and get offered a job somewhere at a firm. That didn't happen, right? So we become commissioned yesterday. Today we building a business, right? So anyway, we do have skills that can benefit them. That's the long story short. That may be something you can put in your marketing. I'm just saying. I don't know. I do know. That's the kind of conversations I have with ChatGPT. Ask them like, hey, what do attorneys struggle with? What do they suck on? And see if you can be that solution. I went to an event today, found on Eventbrite. It was 2 by a title company. Okay, I did see that, Miss Corinne. You guys talking to each other back and forth. Plus, I love it. Make sure we got nothing over on Facebook. My client tonight. Oh, okay, I saw that already. Scary clients. Okay. Okay, now we're back. Now I'm caught up. Yes, I was talking about following up and intro myself as volunteer. Okay, I saw that already. What's going on? It keeps like bouncing me up and down this time. What do you find is the average pay time for a loan closing you do with a signing company? Hey, Savvy Mom Things. Hey, I respond to some of your questions directly on the regular videos on TikTok. It depends on the company. I've seen 30. There's 15. Those are rare, right? They're 14, 15. So the 2 weekers, I really love working with them. But the standard is about 30. There's some companies that do 60. Even more rare, there are 90s. So it ranges from, let's just say, 15 to 90. However, it should all be in their terms of service, like, or their terms of whatever that thing is. I talked about it earlier. Whatever their agreement. So always read their agreements, and sometimes they don't have it in their agreement. And if I read through it, look, when I say read through it, I pull it up on my computer and I do command find or control F or command F, and I type payment, right? So I can pull up everything that says payment and I look for payment terms, or I type payment terms, or I type terms, type something like that so I can quickly find it. And if I don't see it, then I just reach out to them. It's like, hey, you know what? I'm happy. If I have not done it already, I say, hey, I'm super excited to be working together for the first time, just so I can keep my bookkeeping and my accounting in order. Can you let me know what your payment terms are? Right? Which are you, net 30, net 60, net 90? I don't say that because then they can say whatever, but I always ask them. And then I showed it before on my TikTok page. I have a system where I keep all of them individually. I use Square to do invoices. That's one thing. Whenever they tell you, always create an invoice, period. That's how I run my business. As soon as I accept the assignment, I create an invoice and I just put it due, like by default, I say like 2 weeks, but I know it's going to be more than that. And so when I go and read their terms, or if I, ask them and they tell me, then I update my invoice to be due in that time frame, which then Square will remind me that it's due. And if it goes past due, I send that invoice to them, right? I normally don't send invoices automatically just because a lot of them pay through a third party system where we get those paper checks or whatever, those e-checks. And so whatever. So I don't bog their emails down with that. But as soon as it goes past due, I'm sending it to them just as a reminder, right? But also, in another thing, you can use Google Docs, like Google Sheets, Google spreadsheets or whatever. And I just list all of the companies that I work with, signing services, attorneys, doesn't matter. Right, I list them all, and I put another column right next to them, their payment date. I have little notes next to them, and then me and my system, so I can quickly see it. I put a like a emoji, like a smiley face, a frowny face, a meh face, or like a really angry face, and that dictates to me if I want to work with them again, right? Like if I'm busy, how high on that list are they a priority for me and my business? If we had payment issues, you way at the bottom. You at the bottom. But if there's a smiley face with a little money eyes on next to your name, look, I'm gonna drop it. Whatever I'm doing, if it ain't important, I'm gonna take care of you because you pay me. And that's the company that pays me every 7 days. Every 7 days. So yeah, because they'll call in there or they'll reach out and they say, hey, we have something. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because their cutoff is Wednesday. I'm like, can we get it done before Wednesday? Because if I get it done before Wednesday, I get paid. If I get it done after Wednesday, I gotta wait till the next week to get paid. So I'd be squeezing it all in there. That was a long answer to your question. I'm glad that you are out there hustling, Miss Angela. Get it done. Savvy Mom thinking these type of companies are stingy. Yep, they can be. You are in. Yes, I'm in. You heard me say it. You're a paralegal right now. Who is this? Shy, you're a paralegal? Awesome. What country? What state are you a paralegal in? How can I join this community? Hey, Miss Chingon. I can't. Oh, that's Chingon Mama. Oh, I forget. Let me slide to the left, and everything gets way bigger. Now I can see. Blind people should really remember these kind of things. But how you get to the community, click on the little icon in the top left-hand corner. If you're on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, or Facebook and everywhere else, I'll make sure I share a link with you guys. But if you click on this little icon up here, go to my profile. There's a link in my bio. Go there, click on the second button. The second button on that little Linktree looking page, that is the invite to the community. Just please make sure you answer the 3 questions so I can put you in the right place. Yes, the community is open to all notaries across the nation. I would love to have you guys in there so we can start a conversation. But if you are a Georgia notary, I do have a special little closed room for us where we can talk about all things Georgia, because I'm a Georgia notary, right? That's where I shine. And like I said before, if I get enough interest and enough people from certain, places, I need at least like 20 of y'all, because it's going to take work for me. I will create a closed room just for you guys So you can talk about everything, like I said before. If you're a Tennessee notary and I got 25 of y'all in the group and y'all want to be able to ask Tennessee specific questions to each other, I will create a closed Tennessee room just because, look, I know I'm not crazy, y'all. These Facebook groups and all these other communities, there's a bunch of notaries from all over the place, and you'll ask a question and it will give you the wrong information. And now you're out there acting as a notary with incorrect information, improper information that can get you in trouble. Like I say for my Georgia notaries out here, like I say for my notary buddies out here in Georgia, it's going to get you in jail, right? So that's why I think it's important to connect with everyone as a whole, but specifically people in your area that knows your laws. So if there's enough of you guys in the community that are in a pocket like that, I will gladly carve out a little space for you. Free, of course. It's free of charge. I won't charge nothing. And just so you guys can talk to each other, real talk. But yeah, Miss Shy, let me know where you're a paralegal if you're still on. I started class on Tuesday for my paralegal degree. Oh yeah, Miss Angela, I forgot you said you were doing that. That's awesome. Let me know. Look, it wasn't for me. They were stressing me out over there. It was too much, and look, the paralegal does a lot of the work, and the attorney gets, because they have the degrees. I'm never gonna like knock that, but they get all the, they get the money and the fame, right? Simeka, I see that you joined the group. I will make sure I get you in the free notary group. I will make sure I get you in. Great suggestions. Thank you. You are quite welcome. Thank you for the glitter gifter badges. Why do I say glitter every night? Knowing that's not glitter. It's because I can't see y'all. They be trusting me to be out here being a notary. Knowing I can't see. Let's see. Miss Dree asks, do you use an app or online software to send receipts of customers when they pay in cash? I use either. So, Miss Dree, look on my page. I do a whole thing about how I like to use Square for my business. So when I'm out in the field, I'm on my phone, right? And so I'm using the app to create stuff. And if somebody pays me in cash, let's just say, obviously I didn't prep it beforehand, right? But if I'm right there in front of them, I've gotten good enough to be pretty quick at it. This is a tip. If I'm gonna give them a receipt, I'm gonna give them a receipt, period. Even if like right in front of me, if they don't ask for one, I'll say, hey, you know what? Do you mind, like, let me go ahead and send you a receipt so you have this. One, it has my marketing on there. Tip, right? My marketing is on that receipt. But what I'll do is I'll open Square and I just have some items pre-programmed into mine. And someone did bring it up as to why I didn't use services, but I use items because I was lazy. I put the first one in, I marked it as an item, and I never went back and reverted it to services. So it's an item or a service, right? So for me, it's items, and I just have like my Georgia notary stamp. It's only $2, so I have that pre-programmed in there. If I do 2 stamps, I just go ahead and add that twice, right? I just click on it twice, doop doop. And if like I can charge travel and convenience. Depending on how lazy I'm being, I will separate it. But if I'm trying to get it done real quick, I will just have travel/convenience. I have it programmed there either way, and I'll just type in the number, right? And so I'll just do create or charge, and I'll say collected cash, and then I'll just send it to them via email or phone number. But while I'm doing that, so it's not an awkward silence, I ask them to leave me a review, because on my business cards, on my folders that I give my clients, are too far away right now, all of it has a QR code, right? Make sure all y'all can see that. All of them has a QR code, so I can have them quickly scan that QR code, opens up Google. As they're leaving me a review, I'm doing their receipt. And if I have to go because I'm busy, I will just do it later at home and just send it to them in an email. Do I get it done the same day? A lot of times, no. I push to get it done at the end of the week. And also for me, that acts as another marketing touch point, right? It's like, here's your receipt, right? If I send it via text, I just send the link, or I'll take a screenshot because I have a CRM, so I'll send everything through my CRM. I'll take a screenshot, attach it, and send it in the text. And also I'll include a link that they can click on and open it in the future if they ever need to. But if I'm sending them an email, again, that's another time for me to market to them, because all my marketing and branding's all over that dang on email. So that's why I never rush to get it done right in front of them, because if I get it done 3 days later, I'm marketing to them again 3 days later. Square allows you to send receipts via text or email. Cool, you guys are answering each other. Thanks, Corinne Law. Perfect. Oh, wait, hold on. Where we go? Where is your community going if TikTok goes dark? Miss Carmen, that's why I'm doing this right here. I think you guys can see this. Well, YouTube and other peeps, y'all can't. But I have a thing on the screen that says free notary community. So that's what I'm doing. So I did that before I thought TikTok was going to go away just because it's easier for me to control and have conversations there. Wow, I can speak. But also, I'm still going to continue going live. I go live on YouTube and in my closed Facebook group at the exact same time. So I'm still going to go live. You just got to find me in a different spot, right? And once, if TikTok does go dark or it officially goes away, then I might switch over to Zoom, and then I will just link the Zooms in the community, right? So you can just click on the Zoom link. It'll pop open. It'll be the same time every night, 7:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. So I still want to give you guys value. I like that, but if you have a direct loan signing, when do you get it paid? Oh, so Miss Savvy, Mom, sorry, I'm still getting to your questions, y'all. I'm getting caught up. If you do have a direct, like if you get a direct from a title company, that's what this is. The documents I'm supposed to be prepping right now. Y'all see how thin this is? This is what my directs look like. I'm being honest. That's what my directs look like. Won't know how much she paying me for it. Oh, actually, I got a few more pages to print. I'm lying to y'all. There's a little bit more, so it will be thicker than this. But she paying me $150. I mean, can I get more? Absolutely, but it's fine. 150, 10 minutes from my house. I'm fine. And she just said, hey, make sure you get it back to me by like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So that's what I love about directs. There is no get it done now. Like, hey, here's the client's phone number. Here's their address. Go ahead and coordinate with them. Just keep me up to date. I'm like, okay, cool. Takes me a day to get a hold of them. Takes me 2 days to get a hold of them. As long as I can get these documents back by Wednesday or Thursday, because Monday's a holiday or something like that. Anyway, but answering your question, how long does it take to get paid? It's the same thing. Ask them, right? Normally, my directs will pay me within 30 days. Hey, Mr. Rosario? Rosario, yeah, that's how you say it. I don't know if it's Mr. or Mrs. But I see you. I'm gonna make sure I add you in the community. My directs like that, they pay me within 30 days. I just ask them, right? A lot of times, I'm not even gonna lie, they have to remind me to send them an invoice. I know, y'all, that's a bad practice. Like I said, I create the invoice. I just forget to send them sometimes because I get busy and caught up, right? They're like, hey, you did this signing 2 days ago. Send me the invoice. And I'm like, oh, crap, let me get to it, right? So I just attach it to the email and send it to them. So, and yes, for those who are going to ask, can Square automatically send invoices so I don't forget? They can. I am just not quick enough to stay organized that if they pay that invoice, like if I have the reminder set up, right? If I did it yesterday, they pay me today, and the invoice is set to remind them in 3 days after I did the signing, and I don't catch it in enough time, yeah, they're gonna get that email, right? Who is that? Miss Andrea, I see you. I got you. I'll add you to the community. So that's why I don't use the automated thing for Square. So I send them manually. But yeah, to answer your question again, just ask them how long they take. A lot of my directs pay me within a week, 2 weeks max. I say within 30 days, but like 2 weeks I'm getting paid. So I love it. I love it. We need more Tennessee folks in the groups. There's 3 of them. Yep, I agree. I agree, Miss Angela. Tennessee Notary, we definitely need a group. Tennessee is one of the more relaxed states. Yep, let's get some more people in there. Hey, Miss Candace, how you going? How you doing? I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate it. I just got another little badge from Corinne. I appreciate it. Oh, come on. Don't be jumping up on me, TikTok. Just keep checking Facebook and make sure we got nothing over there. Good evening, Jamel. How's it going? Sir, I see you joined the community. I appreciate that. I'll make sure we chit-chat over there. Miss Dree says, collected cash, okay. I couldn't figure out that in Square. I will practice tonight and look for it. Yep, absolutely. So, yep, when you create it, oh, I'm trying to show y'all, but I'm on all my devices right now. When you create, when you create the charge, that's what it's called. You just go ahead and click on charge, and then there is an option. There's like a drop down somewhere on there that says, you can pay with a debit card. There's cash collected. There's a check. You can select those different options. So, yep, I always do it with cash. And whenever I get paid via like Cash App, not WhatsApp, what the hell, Venmo, what's the other one that's connected to the bank that I prefer? That one, Zelle. I prefer myself some Zelle because it goes to my bank immediately. I ain't got to wait for no processing fees, none of that. If I collect via Zelle, I always select other or cash, whatever you want to do, right? So that's how I do it. I heard someone say, don't market to title companies' emails. Anyone heard of such? Some title companies don't like it just because I work that title and we do get I did get a lot of emails. I say we as if I'm still there. We do get a ton of emails. Oh, that'll be good to bring on a notary buddy, that worked at title company, and I know exactly who. Let me see if Samantha want to talk to y'all. Let me see. Invite Sam on. This is a notary buddy of mine who worked at a title company for years. I only did it for a year, right? She worked there for years. I talked to her today for about an hour. Y'all, look, I do talk with my notary buddies. I call them and we catch up. It ain't always about business. I'm like, hey, I've been thinking about you. Well, how's it going? And then it inevitably leads to business. Like, how's your business going, right? Chat with notary buddies. See if she want to do that. Yeah, she worked at a title company for years, so she can give y'all the what's what on that. But yeah, when we worked there, we did get a lot of emails, and it's crazy because we don't want to miss anything because it's important, right? We get emails from realtors, we get emails from the lender, we get emails from other title companies. There's a lot of things we don't want to miss, and so when you get a lot of spam, they automatically kind of like toss you to the side. But this will be my thing. I would say I would still send title company an email. I really would, but I will go in. Hey, Michael J, I see you join the community. I will make sure I get you in. I would go into the title company first if you can. 'Cause I know you can market nationally. That's the other thing we forget. Market nationally to these title companies. Even me in Georgia, I can market to title companies out of the state just in case they have a client who's selling a property in their state, but they're in Georgia at that moment. I can handle that, right? I can assist with that real estate transaction without an attorney present because the property is not located in Georgia. But anyway, this is what I was saying. Go into the title company, get the email address for the person at the front desk, right? I was the front desk person. I did get a lot of emails, but not nearly as much as the escrow officers, right? I did not get nearly as many emails as them, and that's who you want to connect with, right? Because a lot of times, my boss Cami, she would ask, she's like, I dealt mostly with realtors because when I was at the title company, I don't think we had a single notary come in to market to us ever. That whole year I was there, not a single one. But realtors all the time, other title companies too, surprisingly, but the realtors all the time, and they had to go through me first. Like I literally was the gatekeeper, and I was always nice to them. And it depends on, I ain't gonna lie, it depends on what they brought. And it depends on how nice their email was. If they sent an email and they acted as if I didn't exist, they didn't get to my escrow officers. There was 4 in the office, and they had to get through me first, right? If they weren't nice to me, they never saw the day of light with my escrow officers. That's how it was. So be nice to the person up front first. Build that relationship first. I don't care. Bring them, unless it's literally against the laws in your state, bring them a $10 card for Starbucks or for something. See what they like. I don't drink coffee, but hey, bring a card or something. It ain't got to be crazy expensive. If you're going to be hitting up 10 of them, do not make it $10. Make it 5, right? Or none. But like pins, I'm gonna tell you, we got millions of pins because we kind of need them. People are signing all the day. You know, that's where people do closings. So why bring pins? That makes no sense to me. But anyway, hopefully that helped. Yes, you can still email them, but email the right person. I'm sorry I missed it. Do I click on the link in the bio for the community? Hey, Miss Cat, of course you do. So you probably asked that question a while back. I don't see timestamps on TikTok. Make sure we're good on Facebook and YouTube. It looks like we're still good. But yeah, Miss Cat, go ahead and go to the community, click on it. There's a link in my bio. When you get there, there's a second button on that page that looks like a link tree. First, you're going to hit a page that say, hey, you're leaving TikTok. Are you sure? Yes. Then go to that second button. It says like free notary buddy community or something like that. Click on that. And that's the invite for the community. Just make sure you fill out those 3 questions. Hey, Miss K Lockhart, how's it going? Look, I'm trying to talk and my throat's drying out. I'm in Tennessee. Me, that's what your handle is. You're in Tennessee as well. So look, let's get you in a community. Connect with the other Tennessee people in there. Do you have Missouri notaries in your group? Miss Savvy Mom Things, I'm not sure. Let me see. I will do a quick search. This is why I tell y'all in y'all profile, please put what state you're in, because this is exactly how I do it. How do you spell Missouri? Missouri. Look, I gotta look at it. As of right now, in the search, no Missouri notary is coming up. Could there be a Missouri notary in the group? Absolutely. But since they didn't put that keyword in their profile, when I search, I can't find them. That's how I send y'all business, by the way. I just search like that. Cool, cool, cool. But hey, Miss Savvy Mom, join it. Still, join it. Because look, see how you have questions for me? We can have those same conversations over there, and I guarantee you can get your question answered a lot faster, right? Because on here, you got to wait till I go live at 7:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, or you got to wait till I respond to your comment on one of the videos. And to be honest with y'all, I only open TikTok like twice a day to post my original video and the second time. And it's some like before I go live, I'll try to answer quite a few questions, or before I post my video, I'll try to answer quite a few questions. And then as soon as I post that video, and as soon as I'm done with this live, that's it. I don't get back on into the next day. I'm just being honest. Because if I did, then I wouldn't get nothing done. Let's see, look, at me, you're being told to hurry up and join the group. At me, look, the Tennessee notaries are coming for you. They're following you. Hey, Miss Peach Magnolia, notary, how's it going? How's it going? Miss Brittany, I see that you requested to be in the group. I will make sure I let you in. Meditative Mindset says, hey, how can I become a notary here in Georgia? Look, you're in Georgia? I know the answer to this question, y'all. I'm super excited. Hey, meditative mind state. I don't know where you are, but first of all, make sure you're following me, right? So we can connect and I can tell you all things Georgia. Hit that community if you haven't, right? That free notary community. But to answer your question, first of all, you ain't got to go to your Secretary of States. I will tell you the answer. Go over to the Clerk's Authority, whatever counties you're in. Look at your county's clerk's office, and they will let you know exactly what you need to do. First, you got to fill out an application. This is why I say look at your clerk's office first, because we have 159 counties in Georgia, which means there's 159 different places to get commissioned. Depends on which county you live in. And if you don't live in Georgia, it depends on which county you work in, right? We have caveats. And once you're there, it'll tell you if you can do the online process or if you have to do the paper process. Yes, y'all, we still in the South, so some of our counties do the paper process. Probably because they only got like 500 people that live in that county. But yeah, right. But so look and see if you can do electronic or you can do paper. If it's electronic, it's super easy. You go online, you fill out your application, print it out. You're going to need 2 character witnesses. These are going to be 2 people that can vouch for your person, saying that you are a trustworthy person, right? And you have to have them, and 2 of those people in the county that you reside. They cannot be family members. Then the next thing is you gotta oh, you know what? After you do that, you have to pass the test now in Georgia. It is a test. There's a study guide before the test. It's the same test they've had since like 2017 or 2018 or something like that. It's the same, probably 2020, I don't know. It's the same exact test. It has never changed. For my county, I'm in Gwinnett County, it is mandatory. It's been mandatory for years. Now the rest of Georgia has made it mandatory. It's the same exact test. Go on there, do the study guide. It's going to take you an hour if you're a slow learner, right? A slower learner. But if you're a speed learner like I am, I get it done in like 20 minutes. Took the test in about 20 minutes and I was done. Once you do that, you got to print out your results, take them with your application and your fee. Look at your county and see what your fee is because they're all different, and take it over to your clerk's authority. They'll take your money first. They'll look at your test, make sure you pass. Look at your application. The application does need to be notarized. Sorry, I forgot about that. The application does need to be notarized just to make friends with a notary buddy, get it done. And if not, sometimes the county clerk's office does have a notary in there, and those notaries are free. Those notarizations are free. Look, y'all, I gotta tell y'all the truth. Like when I have clients that, if I cost too much and if it's something that's simple that I know the county will notarize, I'll send them over there. It's like, hey, look, she ain't always there. It's a hit and miss. But if you go there and go to the information desk, my girl, I can't remember her name. Sally, Susie, I don't know what it is. I can't remember right now. I was like, she'll take care of you. And I talk to them like I know her. That lady, I don't know her. But I have gotten my stuff notarized for her before when I pulled out documents and I was like, crap, this needs to be notarized. And I'm already at the county clerk's office. I'll just walk over to her and have her do it for me. But don't take that as me being cheap. If I'm out and about, I will call a notary buddy and say, hey, I will meet you. Can you notarize my documents for me? Right. And I will pay them their worth. Right. I will pay them. Hey, Miss Ray just joined the group. Cool. So hopefully that answered your question, meditative mindset. That was a long question. Look, y'all, if y'all ask me, I'm gonna give you all the stuff. Once you pay your fees, once you turn everything in, they will swear you in. You'll raise your right hand. You'll do what they tell you to do, and you'll walk out of there with your commission. You'll walk out of there with your commission. Next step. Make sure you get educated. First step, actually, before you drive off in your car, get some E&O insurance, right? I'm messing with you. Get some E&O insurance, get educated. Hey, Miss Kiki. Hey, Kiki, you're joining the group. Is that that's my notary buddy in Georgia, Kiki? If where are you? Are you on TikTok? Are you on Facebook or YouTube? Where are you listening at? If that's the same lady, look. If that is the same lady, that's who we heard talking on speakerphone a couple nights ago. Cool, cool, cool. Let me move on to the next couple questions. Donuts. I don't know what that's about, but hey, Miss Jaren, I like donuts. Um, do 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 do. Miss Corin said, should we add our state to our bio on a note? Yes, please. Please add your state in your bio, as well as like specific areas that you cover. Whether that's, I mean, it's limited characters, but add your state. Look at mine. I think I did that with mine. I have the state and I have the counties that I cover. If you don't want to put counties, put cities, put zip codes, put something. So when I search, not just me, anybody can search. So when we search, we can see y'all. Because me as an admin, I can look at the answers that you guys provided me, but it takes me a minute, right? It takes me time to go through and look through every single one if nobody put Missouri, for example, in their bio. I gotta look person by person and look at your answers to find a Missouri notary. Miss Anisha? Yeah, Anisha. Okay, Anisha the connector. That's what it says. I'm a notary in Georgia, been for a while, ready to grow it now. Let's do it, sis. Let's do it. Look, come get over there in their community. Let's grow it all together. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Artisha, I don't know if you jumped off or if you missed it, but I'm asking if I think I sent you a message. You probably responded. I'm just on here and can't see it. Let me know if you're good for Friday, tomorrow. Because if you're good for tomorrow, then we'll talk field inspections tomorrow. How y'all gotta do a lot to be a notary in Georgia? We do. But like I said, Georgia, Tennessee is pretty easy, but Georgia is one of the easier states. They just required that test. Oh, Anisha, you just moved to Gwinnett. What's up? Let's do it. Look, I'm over in Swanee. So yeah, let's connect. Let's get you going. Ask me questions. Look, I ain't gonna never lie and tell you you're gonna make $1,000,000 or six figures doing this. I don't. If I do, if when I make it, then I'll tell y'all it's possible, right? But if you're looking for supplemental income, again, this was what I did full time for a couple years, right? I had other side businesses. Let me rephrase, I had other side investments. I was in the real estate space. We have a rental that pays us every month. I have other investments I made in real estate that paid me out, monthly. It was not a ton, but that plus this allows me to pay my bills, right? And so that's why I do this full time. But things are changing, things are going up, things are being more expensive, and I can't raise my prices fast enough to compensate for it. So now I do have another side business where I'm trying to generate income online, right? So I'm always be honest with y'all. So notary can help. But if you're trying to live off it full time, you better have some dang on low expenses, or you better have some bankroll kind of clients. Whatever you're trying to do, we gonna get there together, right? Because I'm trying to switch it up and do some bankroll kind of clients. Because if y'all listen to my content, even a year ago, right? I was hitting general notary work hard. I still do, right? But I was going out there, I was pimping that stamp out. $45 at a time. Bam, bam, bam. That don't pay my bills no more. So I got to work with attorneys who pay me $150 at a time, who pay me $225 at a time, right? And I still take the same amount of time. Okay, maybe like 30 minutes more, but I had to switch my business up that way to be able to afford my lifestyle, right? So I will always tell you the truth. So don't come into it think you're gonna make a ton of money. I live in Gwinnett. I know how cheap they can be. Look, that's why I serve Berkeley Lake. That's why I serve Swanee. That's why I serve Sugar Hill. That's why I serve Johns Creek, because they don't mind paying. So there's a tip for you. I just moved to Gwinnett, got that. Tennessee is wild, wild west, so easy you can be commissioned here. Yeah, I heard about that. Tennessee is so easy. Look, I am considering, I'm not up there enough, so I don't know if it'll be worth it for me, but I am considering getting dual commission in Tennessee again, just because my other half, my husband has a rental property that he manages up in Tennessee. Used to be three. I think we still have three. I don't know. But So that literally I think that classifies me as a working person in Tennessee, right? So I could get dual commissioned as long as someone there, as long as I work for someone that lives in Tennessee, that resides in Tennessee. So look, this is the only reason I'm thinking about doing it. But it's just that 2.5 hour drive. I don't know if it's worth it though. Just so I can become a Ron, right? Just so I can become a remote online notary. Because we can't do it in Georgia, but as soon as I pass that Tennessee border, guess who can? Your boy. So I'm thinking about going through that process. Hey, Miss Anisha, I just see you join the community. I'll make sure I get you in. So I'm thinking about becoming dual commissioned in Tennessee. If South Carolina ever pull their heads out of their butt before Georgia does, I might do that instead because they're a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. But again, I'd have to have enough reason to do it. I just want to become a ROM so I can play with the software and the system and learn stuff that I can actually teach people on it. So whenever we have that Tennessee Notary Close group in the community, I will join it. Well, automatically I'll be put in, but then I can actually join it and talk about Tennessee notary law. So I am kind of excited about that. I was kind of keeping it on the wraps, but I think I'm just going to move forward with it. I just need to make sure I'm not breaking the law. Because I know for Georgia, if you live outside of Georgia, as long as you work in Georgia, right, you can get commission in the county that you work in. So I'll look at Tennessee law and see if I can do that. Let's go. Let me go join the community. Oh, yep, I saw you in there. No code. Savvy Mom said no code is emailed to me so I can complete community sign up. Oh, you know what, Savvy Mom, are you? Look, y'all, I'm still trying to figure it all out. Did you go to the second button on that thing? Because the first button leads you to, well, no, because the first button leads you to the website. What code would you need? You know what? Miss Savvy Mom, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. You probably already did it, and I don't know if you can do it again. I know you said it says Savvy Mom things. What's your, well, I don't know who you are, like actual real life, right? I don't know what your first name is. So I was just checking the list. But where can I find that info? I was just going to text you a link directly if you're having issues. Just hit me up on, well, on TikTok, you have to copy it. Miss Savvy Mom Things, give me 2 seconds. I'm about to read your, everybody can have this number. I don't mind. I'm about to read a number off. This is going to be the number. This is the text number for my notary buddies. This is tied to my CRM system, so it's not, this is a number that you guys can call me on for help or just text me on. Let me find that phone number because normally it's on my phone and I'm streaming off my phone, so give me a second. Miss Savvy Mom Things, please listen up. And anybody else who want to jot this number down, I'll drop it in the community as well. My notary buddy, where is it? Notary buddy text number. Text number 404. Nope, that's my real number. Hold on. That's my phone number. Here it is. Notary buddy text number 770-670-6138. Somebody drop that in the chat, please. 770-670-6138. If you having problems joining the community because they ask for your weird code thing or something, just text me on that. I will, look, everybody don't do it now if y'all only have issues. But I will just text you the invite link directly and we'll see if that'll bypass it. Because again, this is a new system for me and so I don't know all the quirks yet. And the more people that join it, that means the more people get to experience and they break it, then I can fix it. So I don't know. I'm just not going to get to it tonight. I'm just being honest with you. But I want you to be in the community. So just text me and I'll just send that back. I'll just send the link back and hopefully that'll work for you. Let me go back to my screen. Got to pull Facebook back up. Y'all quiet over in Facebook world tonight. That's okay. That's okay though. So Miss Kim, you just sent me a Facebook message. I'm gonna have to get back to you later. Miss Shay, I just see, I don't know if it's Mr. or Mrs. I missed the profile picture. Shay, I see you joined. I'll make sure I get you in the community. Okay, cool. Dang it. Let me go back through these questions. We didn't even talk about what I want to talk about tonight. Learn the community, got it. We can't do online here. Who is that? Fabulous Works, where are you? Are you in Georgia with me? What state are you in? Yep, Georgia, we can't do it. Gwinnett County in the house. Yeah, we got a lot of Gwinnett County notaries. I love it. And look, y'all, look, I don't mind. I take my Gwinnett County notaries out as witnesses for me. And there has been times I'm like, look, this client seemed to fit your personality better. So if they call me, they're yours. Because I don't jive. As nice as I am, I just don't jive with everybody. And that's the truth. I just don't, right? There's been times because I use my spouse as a witness a lot of the times, right? And if he's not available, then of course I take my notary buddies. But if I know there's notary buddies that want the experience, I take them over him, right? It costs me money to do that, but I don't care. I will do it. Because when I take him, I get to keep all the money. That's why I say it costs me money. But there's been times where when we walk in, they look at him and they're like, oh, and they just talk to him and completely ignore me like I'm not the notary. I just let it go for a minute, right? So let's see what we're going to do. And if that doesn't make sense for some of you guys, see my skin color, how it's like this beautiful chocolate melanin filled color right here. He ain't got that, right? So when we go walk in places, they just automatically assume he's the one in charge. I'll just let it go. I'm like, okay, cool. And if I have notary buddies with me and that's how clients react, not saying it's a bad thing. I don't care because they money spend the exact same way. Then that may be somebody best to fit my other notary buddy, right? We've had situations where we walk in, I laugh at them because I think they're funny. I thought she was the sweetest little old lady, but when I walked in there first and then he walked in behind me, she straight up said, oh no, are we getting robbed? I'm like, do you want this paper notarized or not? I just ignore it and keep on moving because guess what? Her money spent just like everybody else's money because she couldn't transfer her power to her son without me stamping that paper. So this is one of those funny things that I run into being in Georgia in the South. It's just funny. I have to tell y'all that story. I got a lot more if y'all ever want to hear them. Let's see, those estate planning packages are expensive. They can afford 150 to 200 per notary. Exactly, they can pay us. A lot of the attorneys I work with, I don't know the exact cost, but just being in these seminars and things like that, it seems like the average cost is somewhere, it depends on what you need, right? It's about 2,500, 5 grand, 7 grand. They seem to be in there. Yes, they can pay me my 150. Yes, they can pay me my 175. Yes, they can pay me my 250. Right? They can pay it. So that's why I switched. Let's see. We need more Tennessee notaries in there. Look, anybody that say you're in Tennessee, they calling you out. Okay, Miss Savvy Moms, you're Eileen. Let me see. Did you text me? Did you text me yet? Let me go over to, look, I can't see behind the computer. Y'all give me a second. I don't see a new text message that came in just yet. Take your time. Yep, just let me know. That was a client that called me on my notary buddy line. Interesting. Oh, wait, maybe some. Oh, yep. I just got you, Miss Eileen. I see it. So I don't know what the code thing is about. This link is the same one. Just click on that one directly I just sent you and see. Y'all, look, this is why I like the CRM system. Y'all see this? I can communicate in real time with people. And I use this to market to my clients as well, and I keep my notary buddies in there too. So click on that, see if it's still asking for a weird code thing. If it is, I'll look at it and see if we can get it figured out. But also, you know what, Miss Eileen, scratch that. Just send me your email. Whatever email you want to join with, send it to me. Because you're not the first person that had that issue. You already sent me your first and last name. Just send me the email you want to join. I will send you that direct invite. It'll automatically put you in the community. You just got to answer the questions. If you don't answer it, I believe it'll time out and it'll take you out, but I know you're going to do it. I know you. Okay, looks like the Tennessee notaries are still talking to each other. I love it. Look, I was about to say, who number this is in the chat? That's mine. I just joined. The one just joined. How do you join the community? I'm in Pennsylvania. Hold on. Ugh. Sorry, you guys, that was gross. I don't know if some of y'all saw me on camera. I washed my dogs today because it was grooming day. And I don't know about y'all, but if y'all have dogs that shed a lot, it seems to be 10 times worse during the drying process, right? And so there's like hair like just everywhere right now. And I breathe in a little bit too deep and like sucked one right in my mouth because my dogs likes to sleep around my feet when I'm doing lives. So when they turn over, like a tidal wave of hair just like swoops up. Sorry, that was way too TMI and it was gross. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, finding dog hair on me. Why do I have them? Because they're family. Right, they are. I just joined. How do I join the community? The one to answer that question for you, go to my little logo thingy, profile picture in top, and go ahead and go to the link in my bio. click on the second, well, say yes, you're leaving TikTok, agree that you're leaving TikTok for a second. Click on the second button, that's an invite, right? Click on the invite, fill out the 3 questions. It'll send me a request and I will let you in. Oh, easy as pie, pretty quick. So give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let's go ahead and add Miss Eileen. I think that's how you say it, right? Eileen? Did I say Eileen or Eileen? Eileen. I think that's how you say it. Y'all, I don't know where I'm from, but I'm from Louisiana and we have different ways of saying things. And I get told, don't laugh. My mother have laughing at me. I'm like, we get told we say things differently. And half the time people are like, that's not how you say it. I'm like, that's how you say it in Louisiana. That's how you say where I'm from. Cool. Who is that? Miss Shay, I got you. Eileen. Perfect. Got it. So I was pronouncing it correctly. Eileen. So Miss Eileen, I went ahead and sent that direct. Check your email. It should let you in. Let me know if you still got issues. I just joined. Okay, got that. This is my first time coming across your page live. I already love it here. Oh, thanks, Miss Cat. I'm happy you love it. Look, we've gone long. We're at the time that I normally quit, but I'm going to run through these questions, and then I still want to hit on what I was talking about earlier. We just got so far off that about feeling like y'all ain't ready. He ain't got that. Miss Funky says something. OMG, laugh all not robbed. Yeah. Look, Miss Angela, you in Tennessee. You know how we can be in the South. Our people, we crazy. Us in Southerners, right? We can be crazy sometime. The code was to verify email address it asked me to. That thing. I don't even know why that's on. I think I know what you're talking about. That's going to take me a minute to fix. But since I invited you directly via email, let's see if it bypassed that, right? Verify email address. Okay, I turned that off. Excuse me. I'm not sure why it popped on. I think I turned it off anyway. Let's see if that worked. Miss Angela, Angela C, I got you. I'll make sure I get you in the community. But yeah, see, like everybody else is good. And Miss Eileen, I know it's not you. Somebody else was having a problem before, and that was the way I fixed it. I had to send them a direct invite from the admin side. So, oh, that was Miss Dre. Miss Dre or Miss Dre? She got the code. Was the verified email address it asked me to. Is anybody else getting that? I don't know. Y'all probably is. I don't know. I didn't have to do it, so I don't know. Let me know if y'all getting the same thing too, and if it's not coming through. Always also check your spam, right? Sometimes it can go there, so always check that. I've had some questionable places I had to travel to. Them backwoods are scary. Yes. Talking to us, another fellow Southern notary. Yes, them backwood places. They be scary sometimes. It is. I just gave my dog baths yesterday too. Yeah, Michael know what I'm talking about. Man, that drying process. I'm like, I thought I just rinsed all the hair off. Why do we have tumbleweeds of hair? And that's the crazy part. Once you wash it and it dries, it gets like 10 times lighter and it just floats. I'm like, what the hell? Membership pending. Going to put the kids to bed. Okay, cool. Go ahead and take your kids, put them to bed. Normally I'm done by this point anyway. But yeah, I appreciate you coming out, Miss Anisha. I'll make sure I get everybody added. I do see that we got 16 people to add, so I'll get y'all in there. Okay, any other questions? Take Facebook. Let me check where Facebook go. I don't think Facebook had any questions for me tonight. Nope, we just laughing and participating. I love it. YouTube, I don't ever know if y'all got questions until I end. I don't even know how to see them, but okay, cool. Hey, Ricky Lee, how's it going? How is it going? So y'all, let me go ahead and wrap up and talk about what I want to talk about. I had these docs to get prepped while we were on here. I don't know why I lied to myself saying I was going to do that. But speaking of doc prep, look, as a Georgia notary, this is how I prep. Like, this is what I do to prep docs. I print them out. I make sure I don't print them too far in advance because things can change, right? And so this is for tomorrow, so we're good. I will print them out and... Oh, this is the one from title. That's what I was saying. I have one from a title directly, and the other one I have is an estate plan. That's the one I need to print out. That one's like 150 something pages. But this one, what I do, especially when it comes from title, doesn't matter which one, I go through and I fill out my notary section. Is it mandatory? No. I can always do it while I'm in front of the client. But look, I be trying to get through with speed. I need to put another sheet of paper down before I spread these out over my desk. I have a glass desk, y'all. What I like it, the aesthetics of it, but it's one of the worst decisions I ever made because it's always greasy and oily because of my hands, right? And because of my arms. And I gotta clean it like 10 times a day or my documents get oily, like oil spots on them. Don't get y'all a glass test if you don't have one. Don't get it. But anyway, for me as a Georgia notary, what I do is I just go through. First of all, if my where am I meeting this client? Oh, it's in my same county, Gwinnett. So if the, if like the city and or the state, let me stop writing and talk. If the state and the county is correct, I draw the lines through and I correct it immediately, right? So I'm going ahead and filling that part in. I make sure that it says that they met with me in physical presence. I check that box because I can't do online notarization. This is dated for the 13th. That is incorrect. Tomorrow will be the 17th. So I go ahead and write the 17th and I initial it. Super tiny. I don't know if they can see that. I probably should write it off to the side on the next one. And then this person is personally known or they produce a driver's license. They're producing a driver's license because I don't know them. And then in Georgia specifically, we do not have a law about pre-signing or that's technically not true. Like signing or stamping before you meet with someone. I believe it's New York. Don't quote me on this. Just because New York is also an attorney state, one of my New York notary buddies told me that they can, now I'm gonna lie. I think New York can pre-stamp their documents, right? But they must sign in front of the client, right? So that makes it pretty quick and pretty easy, right? It helps your speed time. So check your state law before you take that as law if you're in New York. But I think one of my notary buddies out there told me that they can go through and like pre-stamp all their documents with their stamp, and then they just must sign in front of their client. So all I do beforehand is I correct the notarial verbiage. I print my name because there's in Georgia, even on the document, if there's nothing that says printed name, we in Georgia, as best practice, it's in our notary handbook, we always need to print our name underneath our signature. If you don't got space, print it next to it, right? But preferably underneath. So I go ahead and do all that, and then I fill out my commission expires. Like I fill out all that info, right? So that's how I go through and prep my docs, and I do that on each page that I'm going to be notarizing, just so when I get in front of the client, all I'm doing essentially is pointing and telling them where to sign, and then I sign and stamp, right? It just speeds up the process for me. Because if I can get in there and I can get this done and I'm in and out in 20 minutes or less, right? It's always gonna be 20 minutes minimum because I talk too damn much. It always is. But if I can get in and out there with that done in 20 minutes, I make more per hour. I'm just saying, I make more per hour, right? That's gonna be 150. If I can get in and out there in 20, 30 minutes, I make a lot per hour. That's how I run my business. So I will correct and fix all that later because I want to pay attention over here, make sure I ain't missing nothing. Looks like we're good. Okay, last thing to go ahead and wrap up. Being ready. I started talking about this earlier. I started talking about it yesterday. It keeps getting pushed back. This will be the last thing, then we gon' end. It ain't the right page. Where are my notes? But I know what I was talking about. Just not feeling confident enough. Ooh, that's a good quote I wrote down on here. I'll talk about that too. So like if you guys are not feeling confident enough, we'll talk about it again tomorrow probably. Just put in the chat hey Miss Washington, how's it going? Let me know why you guys don't feel confident, right? Are a lot of you just not feeling ready because of something? Like, are you just not oh shoot, there's more questions, I need to scroll. Are you guys just not feeling like confident because you're nervous about messing up? Like, what's the deal? Let me know, because I really want to go deeper on that to let you guys know, especially if you already taken courses, you've already taken trainings. We can go deeper on that and we can talk about it to help you through that fear, right? Because guess what? The only way to get through that fear is to do the thing that you're afraid of. Miss Cat says she's afraid of messing up. Miss Cat, I know you told me earlier, I don't remember. Training, like how much notary training have you done, right? How many, even if you self-train. If you're in a state where there's no tests or things required, you can always self-train. Like for instance, in the very beginning, like how I got these documents, I would print an extra set out just for me and I would use them for training, right? I would test myself. I will look and make sure that I was doing it correctly. And so a lot of, like you say, you're afraid of messing up. But guess what? Once you understand, once you truly understand on what it means to be a notary, that fear of messing up will go away. Can we still make mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely, we can. But it'll become more so from rushing, right? Or it'll become, because you had an off day. I have days where I have severe migraines and I'm sitting there listening and they're asking me questions. I'm like, sign this paper, say what? Right? Like I get severe migraines. And some days like that, on those days, I am extra careful, right? I slow it down to make sure that I don't mess up because I know what I'm doing, right? So Miss Cat, I think that'll be one of the bigger things, just people not knowing what it truly means to be a notary. Because once you're a notary, you're a notary, you're a notary. Don't matter if you're doing loan signings, don't matter if you're doing estate planning, don't matter if you, whatever, apostilles, you're a notary. A notary is a notary is a notary, right? So that's one thing about fear. I know a lot of that. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but I hope I don't get a weird form. Miss Danielle, where you at? You in Georgia, right? I think. Are you in Georgia? Look, if you get a weird form, call me, right? Because look, it don't matter why, what, I mean, let's say it this way. There are some nuances. Yeah, you are in Georgia, girl, call me. Because look, if you get a weird form, it don't matter. The only thing that matters is that notary section. I mean, there may be some guidance and like, hey, use a black pen instead of a blue pen. Okay, that's fine, right? But I've gotten forms that I thought was weird in the beginning. Look, all I check, are there blank spaces on this form? If there is, hey, I need you to address this blank space. And as soon as they do that, I turn the page, I go to that notary section, and that's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. Well, obviously, I need them to sign, right? But as long as there's no blank space, and technically the blank space on the form could be their signature as well, right? That's what I'm looking for. I don't care what it is. Like, are there instructions on this form? Oh, look, there are. Please use a black pen. Cool, got that. There's a lot of blank spaces. Hey, Mr. Smith, I need you to address these blank spaces before I can notarize. The blank spaces here, and I'll point to it here, here, and here. Please address those. They ask me, what do I put there? And I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure. I go. You can go the technical route. You know what? I'm a notary. I'm not allowed to practice law in the state of Georgia, so therefore I can't answer those questions for you. However, this is how I handle it though. I say, hey, and they ask me, what should I put there? I say, hey, let's read the line together. Essentially, I'm telling them to read it and it'll tell them what to do because I'm not an attorney, right? Like, hey, let's read that line together. It says, look, I got a W-9 in front of me. It says, name shown on your tax return. If you are an LLC, then it's going to be your first name. So I was like, Mr. Smith, that sounds like we're going to be putting what there? Oh, that sounds like we put my first name. Exactly. You said it, not me. I always say that to people. You said it, not me, right? I think that keeps me in my bounds as a notary, right? That's a weird form, right? If they have questions. I'm like, okay, let's do the next one. Yes, it takes time, but guess who sounds like Johnny Helpful? And I ain't telling them nothing. They told themselves. I flip over to the notary side. Look, you don't notarize a W-9. This is just what happens to be on my desk in front of me. Speaking of that, dang it. I need to stop being so squirrely. Y'all, get y'all W-9s out. Get them out. I was using this for training and I'm going to be dropping it in the community. Get your W-9s out to people. It's the top of the year. Go ahead and, even if nothing changed, go ahead and send out a new one, date it for 2025. Get it out to those title companies. Get it out to those signing services. Get it out to the platforms. Get it out to everybody. The direct attorneys you work with, just because they'll have an updated one before they even need it, before they ask for it. So yeah, let me look at other things that people are afraid of. As long as you're willing to fix your mistakes too. Exactly, Michael. As long as you're willing to fix your mistakes, you go ahead and, don't mess up. But if you do mess up, just fix them. I've told you guys stories on mistakes I've had to fix. I've had to follow people to their house to fix the mistake because that's the only place the other set of documents were. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm not going to have you come way back out here to me. Let me come to you, right? After my first signing, my nerves were better. After my third one, it felt natural. Yep, absolutely. You can do it. The more you do it, the more natural it feels. 21 Leves says, what types of signings should new notaries start with just to break the ice? 21 Levels, where are you? Where are you? What state are you in? I just want to know that first of all. But the general answer is I would not hop over. I wouldn't hop over general notary work first, right? Because this is a thing. No matter if it's general notary work, loan signings, estate plannings, power of attorneys, whatever you want to call it, it's all extremely important. It can literally be a mother writing a handwritten document saying, "Hey, my child is blah 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 blah, and they're going to go visit their grandma, and I need to make sure that that child comes home by 7 p.m." If they hand you that paper and ask you to notarize it, it still carries, in my mind, the exact same weight. Because whenever we put our stamp on something, it carries the exact same weight no matter what kind of document it is. I know there's some people out there that'll tell you that other documents are more important than other ones. And no, because if it goes to court, they all looking at the same thing. Did you perform your duties properly as a notary? So when people ask that question, I always say, first, practice with yourself, right? Go online and just look up power of attorneys, whatever state you're in. Look up, like for instance, Georgia power of attorney. You're gonna get Legal Shield. You're gonna get like fill in this PDF.com or whatever it is. Print them out. Practice, right? Like skip all the other stuff and just practice the notary section. And I know he's like, oh, if I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know if I have it right. That's where training comes in, right? And if you have a state handbook like we have in Georgia, they show you how to notarize. Compare what you did on your document to what they have in the book or online or on whatever training you've taken to make sure that you feel comfortable stamping. And then I would always say start with general notary work. Again, the same level of importance in my mind. Who is that? Miss Kendra, I got you. I'll make sure I add you to the group. It's the same level of importance, right? But for your sake, it feels not as stressful as loan signing, right? Because in loan signing, we do get paid more, depending. I get paid more doing general notary work than I do for loan signing. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. But with that, you got to flip through the document. You got to print the documents. You got to show up on time. You show up on time anyway, but you got to say, hey, this is the title on this page. I need you to sign here, right? And G&W, we ain't got to do all that, right? So it feels a lot less stressful. So start there, right? First, get educated, practice with yourself, practice with a notary buddy. I really think I'm going to go ahead and just do a Zoom session where we just get on and we just going to practice notarizing. Whoever hops on, bring your state certificate and we going to practice notary. Well, send it to me first so I can send it out to everybody that's going to hop on. And because that's the thing. I get California notary certificates all the time. I get Florida notary certificates all the time. I just need to know in my state, being a notary in Georgia, what I need to do to correct it to make it acceptable under my state's guidance, right? This is the thing. Yes, those documents may be going back to California because I love their certificates. It's a lot of extra stuff. I really love their certificates, right? However, since I'm not a California notary, they cannot hold me to California standards. I gotta notarize it based on my Georgia notary standards, right? And a lot of times that paper has a bunch of scratches in it because I'm like, nope, that doesn't work for me here in Georgia. Nope, nope, nope. I make those corrections and I initial it. And if you want to be extra, you can date next to it. But on those, I don't because a date is going to be required underneath anyway, right? So I hope that helped. That was a long question. I don't remember your answer. That was a long question. I don't remember your answer, right? That was a long answer. I don't remember your question anymore. But yeah, that's how you break the ice. Hopefully that helped. Let's see. Look, y'all, let's go ahead and wrap these questions up. I love being here. Facebook, y'all got nothing for me? Good. Okay, good. Let's let's keep going. Let's see. Can you share in our Facebook group at the Notary Nook? Is that your Facebook group, at the Notary Nook? Share what? What do you want me to share? I'll be happy to come share and talk in there, or just asking me to just like be a part of the group and give back to the community. At the are you asking somebody else to share? Is that the Notary Nook somebody's handle on here? Look, if you ain't talking to me, just let me know. I don't mind. Like, nope, that ain't yours. But somebody, whoever she asking at the Notary Nook, come and share. But if that is the Facebook group, let me write it down just in case. Aren't I a part of that group already? The Notary Nook, maybe? I don't know. Cool. On the I-9s, mailing those out again. That might just remind them of use. So get that working. Absolutely, absolutely. So I was talking about the W-9s, but yep, send them out. Send them out. If you work with them, technically by law, if you make $600 or more working with them, then they got to send you whatever that tax form is, right? As a 1099 something something whatever it's called. And so they need your W-9 for that. I don't care. People that only pay me $75 that I worked with, like companies, they get one. Everybody get one. Because again, like you said, it is a reminder that I exist. Do you suggest sending a copy of your certificate in your marketing packets? And Miss Angela, it depends. It really depends. For my attorney clients, I will. It's rare that anybody ever asks for it. It's rare. And you know why I think it's rare for me? It's because of how confidently I speak when I'm speaking to them. They're like, this guy either knows his stuff or he is pulling one mighty big bunny out of out of the crack, right? I had to catch myself. Like he's pulling a rabbit out of the hat, or he really knows what he's talking about. So when I talk to them, it is very, very rare that I am asked for it. But in my introduction emails, I would include it. I do. And this is why it's all public information. So I don't mind sharing it. I do not mind sharing it. But direct title companies that I've worked with have never asked for it. They've never asked for my LSS training. They've never asked for my NNA training certificates. They've never asked for my ENO. They never asked for none of that because they see I know what I'm doing. And just as a business owner, y'all, look, I didn't do any appointments today. Got to be honest with you. Why? Because your boy let his E&O insurance lapse. And so I'm one day, and I even said it yesterday, I was like, Lisa, be ready. If I get clients, I'm going to send them your way. Luckily, everybody's okay with going tomorrow because I got my E&O. Oh, it was a big number that I wasn't ready to pay. But I have it going into effect tomorrow morning, and so I can take care of all my clients tomorrow going forward. So yeah, I did no appointments today because your boy's E&O insurance lapsed, and I knew it was going to happen. I was shopping around and I just forgot about it, and so I just decided to go with Hiscox. Got coverage there and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I should have gone with Ferline. Ferline, where you at? I should have gone with you, but I had to hurry up because I wasn't gonna do it until next week. I was just gonna refer everything out this whole weekend. But then a client, I ain't passing up these. It's 225 and 150. I ain't passing that up. So I'm like, let me go ahead and pay for this insurance. Get it going tomorrow. So yeah. Hello, you're in Illinois. Hey, Chrissy, I know you're out in Illinois. We've talked before. Great job. What is that? Oh, that's from TikTok. They're telling me good job. Could I work for a company? Chrissy, what company are you talking about? You can work for you can work for companies. I have notary buddies that do. I don't know if this is what you're asking, but I do have notary buddies that do take like part-time jobs at these same companies we market to, just because they see there's a need and they know they can fulfill that need. So they go work part-time over there, like 20 hours a week, and the other 20 hours a week they're running their notary business outside of that. There's sometimes when the business gets super slow for me because I allow it to, I got to pick up part-time jobs. But I said I am not doing that for 2025. I'm not doing it. And my part-time jobs last 6 weeks, maybe 3 months, if I can tolerate them. Because as soon as they get on my nerves, I'm like, look, I'm out. I enjoy this. I appreciate it. But I always do something I want to learn, right? And so I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to do this no more. I really appreciate the opportunity. Would you like a referral to replace me? Because I will send you somebody, but I'm out. I really appreciate it. And I always give them 2 weeks, and I work up until that last minute. And at 5:01, I clock out. They ain't gonna hear from me again. I'm out of there. Miss Candy says she loves that idea. I'm glad. I don't remember what idea it was. But yeah, I'm glad you loved it. Do I send email to attorneys? Hey, Jamel, go in the community. Yes, I do send emails to attorneys, but Jamel, make sure you look in the community. I'm going to be adding more stuff to the marketing section on how I do that because attorney emails do require a little bit more finesse, right? They require a little bit more finesse, just because, it's a thing in our heads. I don't know where it came from, but it's a thing in our heads that we feel that they're way superior, and they also sometimes feel they are superior. So they require a little bit more ego stroking Oh, I did talk about it somewhat. I did talk about it somewhat in a post that I made in the community in the marketing section. So it requires stroking their ego a little bit more than it does for other type of clients. But yeah, I still do send them emails as well. Can you share your introduction email? Hey, Miss Charlene, if I didn't already, go check the community. It's in the learning tab somewhere over there. I'll get better and get more organized, but go and check it. If I give you guys templates and things like that, those literally are the emails I send, because I don't have time to go ahead and do a mock-up email and give y'all some watered down version BS. I give you exactly what I said. The only thing I do is do command find all, and wherever I have my name or my company name, I just replace it with your company name, and I hit update all, and then I share it with y'all. I don't got time to do all that crazy double work. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide from y'all. So if y'all get some email templates from me and it sounds a little out there, it's because that's literally what I send, right? It's literally what I send. I will say this one last thing and then for real start wrapping it up. When it comes to marketing emails for my attorneys, I can't show you. I can't show you on my screen, but there is one that I like that I use that I had AI write for me. Cause look, I don't have time to write all this stuff, but I do have time to edit it because I need it to sound one like me and also professional. That's one thing, y'all. That's one thing, y'all. When anything that I do, it sounds like me, then it sounds professional. I don't go for professional first because when they meet me in person, I am who they gonna get. They get me, right? Let's see, marketing material. I don't think I dropped this one in there, but I will because I thought it was funny. Oh wait, these are all for apostilles. Oh, here's an estate planning email. Have you ever had those that everything like, oh yeah, these were good emails. These were damn good emails. One of the emails that I drafted up was talking about Back to the Future with Doc Brown and the DeLorean. Look, I watched those movies probably once. I don't remember nothing about those movies really, except for I can't remember the phrase. All I remember is Back to the Future, right? Or whatever it's called. And I wrote a whole email, technology, AI wrote a whole email surrounding that and how the problems they face are similar to problems that estate planning attorneys face. Y'all, that was probably one of the best performing emails because I printed out and sent it as a letter as well, because the clientele, the demographic of attorneys, the age group that I sent it to, they all saw that movie. They all freaking love that movie, right? So when I say things sound like me and they may be a little bit different, it's because of the technology and the softwares that we use. We, like I say we because that's me and my husband, we train it to sound like us. There's one email talking about, hey, look, your client fell down the stairs and she's stuck at home with a broken leg, but her estate plan is extremely important and she needs it done. She's stressing out every single day, but you're too busy to get to her. Guess who's not? I am, right? Like there's things like that. I mean, it's better written, but I just summarized it real quick. So I paint a picture for them of like kind of the worst case scenarios on why they ain't getting paid. Because if their client's at home and they haven't finalized that estate plan, guess who has not received the final payment? They haven't. I'm about to help them get paid, right? And they're gonna pay me to help them get paid. So that's the kind of stuff. And I will drop it right in the chat, not in the chat, in the community for y'all. I don't mind sharing it. Look, you send the same one to the same, yep, BCC on them. You sure? Look, I don't own, but I train you guys on how to do that. The reason I don't do it is because for these, I literally address the attorney by name in every single one. So it does take me a little bit more time, but I'm working on a free CRM system for y'all that will just automatically put their names in. My CRM system does it, but again, it's $97 a month. Y'all don't pay that. Don't ask me for a link because I ain't gonna give it to you. Don't pay it. Save that $97 and use it for marketing in your business. Use it to go buy some stamps to send out these letters, right? That's a lot of stamps at $97. But anyway, that's all I want to say. But yeah, I'll make sure I share that with you guys. And if I forget again, please remind me. See, Michael says it's a classic. I've seen it once. I put it in my queue, like my streaming queue, to watch it again, so I can actually know what I'm talking about. But it's like those kind of emails that like drum up emotion. I talked about this yesterday. Your marketing should be all about emotion, right? So it's those kind of emails that drum up emotion, and all that kind of stuff. Let me stop looking at what I got here. Let me stop looking. because I'm gonna get distracted. Always awesome info. You're welcome. I'm glad. Y'all, this is what I do this for. And tonight I've definitely gone a lot longer than normal. So that's it. I'm about to go ahead and wrap up. I think I'm gonna skip dinner tonight. I can stand and lose a few pounds. Like I said, I just ate before I came on here, which is not normal. I always eat afterwards, but we go too late. I got to get off and go to and go to. We gonna go to bed because I gotta still prep docs for my tomorrow signings. At this point, I am just gonna prep them tomorrow because I'm tired. I'm done. I love y'all, but I gotta go. I love y'all, but I gotta go. Last thing, Tamika, what did you say? Miss Tamika commented on something. Y'all have a fantastic night. Y'all have an amazing night. So as I always say, y'all, I'm here Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, but I will be here Saturday and Sunday. Just keep an ear out for those times because I don't know if I want to go that late on the weekend, right? Because I like to go to bed early, and those are my nights to catch up on my sleep. But I will go live just because we don't know what is gonna happen to the TikTok. I know nothing ain't gonna happen until Tuesday at least, but I'm gonna do an extra 2 days this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I will have other people coming on to talk. We're gonna be talking about field inspections tomorrow if your girl Letitia is available. After that, I do have an insurance person that's coming on who can help us with our insurance because I know it's a lot of us need to renew. We need to get our E&O insurance. We need to get insurance for our businesses, whatever type of insurance you need to get. I'm gonna have her come on and talk about that. And then also I want another notary buddy of mine who's further along in the game with estate planning attorneys to come on and talk as well. So I'm trying to get that all done. That's what we have for the rest of the weekend. So keep an eye out on my channel, on my regular posts, and I'll let y'all know exactly what order they're going to be in so you can tune in. And it's going to be some amazing information. But as I always say, y'all always be safe out there. Always be safe out there. Always be kind no matter what. And remember that you got this. I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Holla. Hold on. This always happens. The hang up button for TikTok went away again. I gotta find it. There it is. Okay. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow night. Bye. Maybe. Maybe. Fat fingers. There we go. I'm always struggling.